You want to know how to get Capone? They pull a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way, and that's how you get Capone. That famous quote is from Sean Connery in The Untouchables. Chicago pride aside, though, it didn't start with them. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth is a phrase familiar to most of the world from its use by Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5, verse 38 through 42. Some believe that it promoted a form of Old West or Chicago style, take the law into your own hands kind of justice. And that Jesus here in Matthew 5 was teaching something completely different. However, when we look at the law, we find that it was not an Old West or a Chicago style of personal revenge. It was actually designed to fulfill two very important roles for law in society. The first role is to contain the lawbreaker by assurance that justice would be administered immediately. But it was also designed to make sure the punishment was fair and just by stopping people from taking vengeance into their own hands. History and human nature shows us that when we give someone what's coming to them, we seldom limit it to just what they deserve. If you send one of mine to the hospital, we send one of yours to the morgue is our usual approach. Yes, human beings took it up a notch long before there was a Chicago. Do you remember Lamech's boast of 77-fold revenge if anyone came after him in Genesis 4, verse 23? Jesus was quoting the law given at Mount Sinai that limited retribution to what was fair and equitable. Life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, burn for burn, wound for wound, bruise for bruise. Exodus 21, verses 23 through 25. In other words, the punishment had to fit the crime. And that was as the judges determined. Exodus 21:22. No one was given the freedom to exact revenge on their own as they desired. But God also explained mercy at Mount Sinai when he gave instructions for the mercy seat of the Ark of the Covenant. And Jesus came to teach the better way of mercy and forgiveness and demonstrated it fully for us on the cross. Which way will we go? The Chicago way of escalated revenge or God's way of mercy? Let's go the Jesus way. How about that? And be sure to come back tomorrow for another Morning Minutes in the Bible. Until then, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.